I got my mail late last night, a letter from a girl who found the time to write to her lonesome boy somewhere in the night. She sent me a railroad ticket too, to take me to her loving arms, and the big steel rail gonna carry me home to the one I love. Well, I've been out here many long days, I haven't found a place that I could call my own. Not a two-bit bed to lay my body on. I've been stood up, I've been shook down, I've been dragged into the sand, and the big steel rail gonna carry me home to the one I love. Well, I've been uptight most every night, walking around the streets of this old town. Not a friend around to tell my troubles to. My good old car, she done broke down, 'cause I drove it into the ground, and the big steel rail gonna carry me home to the one I love. And look over yonder across the plain, the big drive wheels are pounding along the ground. Gonna get on board and I'll be homeward bound. I ain't had a home-cooked meal, and Lord, I need one now. And the big steel rail gonna carry me home to the one I love. Well, here I am with my hat in my hand, standing on the broad highway. Will you give a ride to a lonesome boy who missed the train last night? I went in town for one last round, and I gambled my ticket away, and the big steel rail won't carry me home to the one I love. Well, boys, what we're walking on here now is the old track bed at the end of the Y in Heart's Content. The train used to back all the way down here. Notice how it's still level. Still level. See rocks built up. We're going right in here. Right in here is where the old bumper used to be. There's a concrete block right there. That's what the bumper used to sit on for the train. They used to back in here. Used to stop there. This only goes back a little ways, and then you're right into a bank. This is one half. This is the very end of the Y in Heart's Content. Again, that's that concrete block right there for the bumper. Rock wall, retaining wall, used to keep the track up on top. So right what I'm walking on used to be the old track.
So you just go straight out there. That's Heart's Content. If you look on your map, you see where the track crosses the pond. It's right here. Now we'll just walk down here and show you the retaining wall again. On the Mazine Trail. If you walk in here, you'll see a rock wall. And you ask yourself, why is this rock wall here? Well, it's the retaining wall that held up the track above. I'll put it by hand. Big old boulders that they moved. But yeah. It's the old track bed right above this rock wall. Ain't that cool or what? All these rocks are put here by hand in the early 1900s. The Heart's Content branch line was shut down in the 1930s. I believe it was 38. And if you look around here, if you look hard enough, you'll probably find a spike or two. Ain't that cool? And over time, this bit of rock wall was right here was pushed down. Well, I guess frost and whatever. You see how this part here is kind of pushed out, not quite level. That part there was pushed out. Be cool to find a spike in amongst that, wouldn't it? Awesome history there, folks.
Traded our rails for some dusty old roads, but how many stories can one boxcar hold? She cut through the mountains, the rivers and streams. We still ride the rails, but just now we...
Hey boys, this is where the track, like that direction, is Heart's Delight. And so you follow this way, this is the track, Heart's Delight is that way. And trains come in through here. Used to go along there, all the way along, back over to there, to the end of the Y. That's where we just done part of the video, right there. So, train entered, Heart's Content here. She put nose first down that direction, and they might have stopped the, the cars, whatever was here, but the engine kept on going down there. Stop, and then back up. Come all the way along here to the end, to right there to switch. And she come back this way. And she'd probably pick up the cars again. Depending on what way you want to do. If you want to back the train down into Heart's Content to the wharf or not. But turn the steam locomotive around, this is where they used to do it. Come down here. or there was a trestle built here, a wooden trestle. So again, we are headed toward Heart's Delight, this direction. So we'll just turn ourselves around. And now we're going to point toward Heart's Content. So again, train come down, locomotive, and she'd go in all the way over to here. And then she'd back out toward Heart's Content, toward the wharf that used to be there, which no longer stands. So just think, early 1900s, and you're chugging along the steam locomotive. Just picture it in your mind. Track here, probably telegraph line. A lot of lost history, folks. And like I say, if we don't share it, it'll be lost. Boys, I just happened to be walking along here back to the car, and what do I find? Coal. Piece of coal and a piece of slag side by side. From the old steam locomotives. Okay folks, so if you look straight out that way, that's toward the harbour.
Yeah.
The harbour's out there. So the old wharf that the trains used to load up to, and their paper and pulp, whatever you bring down here. Basically, where that guardrail is, the track just keep going straight out there to the wharf.
Narrow gauge was laid with pickaxe, wheelbarrow and spade. Though years have gone by since the bullets last run, it's a part of the heart of each Newfoundland daughter and son. Ties that bind us together, oh so strong, will live forever, even as time rolls on. For those of us who wander, and those who stay behind, we're forever held together by the ties that bind.